There are very few things more painful than our abandonment wounds. These have caused me to stay in very unhealthy relationships. They have caused me to completely let go of my needs and from seeing myself and a connection to myself. And something I have found so deeply and profoundly is that as adults, our abandonment wounds, which are literally physically painful, I'm sure you've felt this before if you clicked on this video, this feeling of the fear of abandonment and the feeling of actually abandonment wounds coming up, that actually is a result of self-abandonment, which is really interesting to think about because, as I'm going to mention in this practice, this guided somatic practice that I'm going to guide you through, we cannot be abandoned as adults. We can only be left, and only a child can be abandoned. So anytime that abandonment wounds are triggered for you, it's actually your inner child or your inner teen that is coming up to be seen. And so the work is to really create a relationship with them, to listen to them so that they no longer feel like they have to scream at you and create so much pain in your system, but rather they know that you are there, you are listening, you care, and you're present. And they come to you. They don't go to substances or men or other addictions. They come to you for support. And this is one of the most beautiful maturing experiences. I have personally really cultivated this when I left my 14-year relationship and marriage, to really learn to commune with myself, to listen to myself. And as someone who has a massive abandonment wound, this has been a game changer. And this is not something that is created in the mind. It's really a somatic, felt sense experience. And that's why I wanted to share this practice with you. This practice is coming out of my monthly membership called Heartspace. And within Heartspace, we meet every month for a live gathering twice per month for live coaching and practices and breakout rooms and socializing and education. And I also share monthly guided practices. So this is an example of one. Every month we have a different theme. And if you have loved this practice, I know you're going to love Heartspace. Please check it out. It will be in the description of this video. This is such a beautiful community where you can really learn to be yourself, to share vulnerably, to receive support, and to practice all these beautiful somatic practices that are going to lead you into such profound evolution. So now let's dive into this powerful somatic practice around abandonment wounds. Abandonment is such a complex topic, and I think it's really, really hard to see when we're actually abandoning ourselves. And so I was thinking, how can I support you all to tap into that, to moments when you're abandoning yourself, when actually what you need is to set a boundary, to say no, to walk away from a situation. So I think I have a little idea, and that's what we're going to do today. And this practice is going to be good to come back to over and over. I bet you it's going to be very powerful for you. And I just wanted to put it out there before we start that it is impossible to be abandoned as an adult. Children can be abandoned. Adults can only be left. It took me a moment to sit with that to really get it. So I want you to do the same, maybe after the practice. But we're going to begin with closing our eyes if that feels good and finding a comfy spot. And I'm sorry my voice sounds like this. I have a bit of a cold, but it's okay. We're going to get through this together. So find a comfy spot. You can be sitting or laying down, whatever feels good for you. Make sure you have everything you need. Maybe you need an extra blanket or a pillow or anything like that. And I want you to just bring to mind a very safe place for you. And this can be a place you've been to before. It can be brand new. You've never been there, but it's in your imagination and you can just connect to that. It can be in nature. It can be indoors. Whatever feels soothing to your body. And as you're here in this place, see if you can notice what you can see around you, especially the colors. The shapes, the textures. Notice what you can hear and smell. And what can you sense on your skin? Maybe it's the sun or a breeze or cozy blankets here in your safe space. And then inside of your body, just notice a space that feels safe, that feels comforted, or even just okay inside of your body. Now into this space, I want you to invite first a being, a person, an animal, doesn't matter, that feels supportive for you. Could be a pet of yours, it could be someone who's alive or past, anybody, even a cartoon character. Take a moment to invite them into your space and set them in a place that feels the most soothing for you. And just really feel and take in your heart what it feels like to have them there. Just notice they're going to be there with you this whole practice. Now the next little person that's going to enter that I want you to invite is your inner child. You don't have to think too hard about the age. Just kind of invite the inner child to be in the space. Whatever age comes through is perfect. And you can ask them to sit or lay down or play, whatever they want to do, wherever feels right to them and to you. And then the next person entering, and the last, is going to be your inner teenager. Again, the age doesn't matter. Just the inner teenager who knows what they want, who are a little rebellious, maybe they're a little pissed off. Just feel into that inner teenager. They might want to be like far away from you. Wherever they want to be in the space, put them there. Now I want you to just see how the inner teenager is meeting up with the inner child and really wants to protect that inner child, really wants to stand up for them. And imagine that the inner teenager is asking the inner child, how have you been abandoned by them? And them is you. How have you been abandoned? And just allow them to speak. Allow the little child to share how they've been abandoned. And maybe the inner teenager also has an insight or an idea about that. Just see what comes through. When were moments that the inner child felt alone, unseen, unfelt by you? And see if you can just hold space for both of them to talk and you're really listening to what is happening. And feel free to pause this recording if you need a little more time to hear from the inner kiddo, the inner child. And if you're ready, you can switch to the teenager and ask them to share how they've been abandoned. Their needs, their desires, their boundaries, their safety, emotional and physical. How have they been abandoned? Again, if you need a bit more time, feel free to pause this and just notice, how are these two parts of you feeling towards you? Do they trust you? Do they feel like they can share openly, that they can come to you? How do they feel? And to bring this to a close, I just want you to ask them, how can I better listen to you, to your needs, to your desires, to your emotions, and how can I better show up for you in the world? How can I be a better loving parent towards you? And give them a few moments to share. Again, feel free to pause this if you need more time. And if not, just give them a really big hug, both of them, if they're willing to receive it. Sometimes they're pissed at us, and that's okay too. And see if you can just look at each one of them and really see the parts of them that you love. It could be feistiness, it could be sassiness, it could be softness and gentleness and playful spirit. And let them know that even though you're leaving right now, you're going to be back whenever they need you. Giving them a really beautiful goodbye, whatever they need. And then just slowly start to feel your body in the space where you are, still with your eyes closed if that feels good. Maybe you need a little stretch. Just a little movement. Slowly blinking your eyes open and just letting yourself look at something soothing in your space. And I recommend now that you actually, if you can, if you have time, dive right into all of the beautiful journaling prompts that we have for this month. Thank you so much for being here, for doing this work. You're so incredible, you're so special, and I'm really proud of you. And I'll see you really soon.